Recording now. Okay. All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our November Philly Macamins Meetup. Thanks for everybody here. And we have a big room here, so you can't see it on camera or the recording, but it's a big room and it's cavernous. You can probably hear the echo.
There's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people here. You can't even imagine how many people are here. But yeah, we'll just jump right in. Very easy. Yeah, there's a balcony. Very easy agenda as our normal agenda is we have our macOS Tahoe updates, so essentially our N installs, previous macOS versions, items of interest, conferences, and we have Adam Derrick here from Jamf. We'll be talking about some PSSO updates still.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So we'll get into that.
Discussion on that.
Yeah. So first, what's new? So while we were away, macOS Tahoe 26.01 and 26.1 came out. The big new feature, new liquid glass tinting. Cool. Honestly, this is a really good feature for me because I kind of hated some of the look and feel of everything, and this really helped me a lot. More on iOS than did on macOS. Other bug fixes, I believe it was something like 130 CVEs were patched in this. It was a lot, if I recall. There were a whole lot. Somebody could check SOFA and let me know how many CVEs were patched, but it was a whole lot. No 0 days, as far as we know from Apple's reporting. So there are your release notes and your enterprise release notes for us in the room. There are some new control keys for enterprise to skip. I believe the what is it, when you upgrade, you get the little tour. You could add keys to skip that, and there's a couple other ones in there that you can skip. And there's a lot of PSSO stuff that was added recently, but I haven't been using it. Our other two OSs that are still supported, as usual, they are just bug fixes and security updates. There's your links, but yeah, 15.7.1, 15.7.2, and Sonoma 14.8 to 14.8.2. I didn't realize that there were 2 additional updates there. But we're not going to talk about them because they're not Apple's latest and greatest. But we do have a whole bunch of items of interest. So, Monkey 7 released, complete rewrite in Swift. Awesome. So no more Python at all?
Correct.
That's awesome. So good job to, is that mostly Greg doing all that work? So good job, Greg, on, that's fair. Good job, Greg, on doing that work.
How is it? You can't even tell the difference? Really? Yeah, everything works great.
Yeah, well, it works great. Hopefully it's performant, nice and quick. But that's good to hear, though. So congrats on that, Greg Nagel, and anybody that uses Monkey. I'm going to be testing that internally soon. I'm going to add this. Jamf has been purchased by, Francisco Partners.
Yeah. Do you mind if I?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Hi, Adam.
Hi. All right. So Francisco Partners has entered into an agreement with Jamf to acquire Jamf. So
That's the word I should use.
previously, we were a private company until 2020. We went public on NASDAQ with Wall Street, and today we still are a public company. Francisco Partners is expected to close on a deal in January. I think it's a really good thing. So if you look at Francisco Partners, if you look at their portfolio, they have some really good names on there: Beyond Trust, GoToAssist, LegalZoom, just to name a few of the other companies that they have a vested interest in. So I'm really excited about this. I personally think it's going to be a good thing. If anybody ever worked for a public company before, you always got to please the stockholders. So
Line must go up.
So I'm personally excited about it. I'm not scared for my job or anything like that. But yeah, hopefully next time we meet, we could have some more exciting stuff. But I think it's gonna be really cool. I'm hoping with the other software companies that Francisco Partners works with and has a vested interest in, I'm hoping that we could establish some cool partnerships as well. So with that being said, Jamf is not going out of business. Jamf is not laying people off. It's business as usual today. Any updates, I'll definitely share with the group. But again, I think it's a really cool thing. So just business as usual now for us with that. So.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thank you, Adam.
Yeah.
The rumors of their death have been greatly exaggerated. So
According to our website, at 50 billion raised.
that's a lot of money.
Yes.
So
Apples, I should say.
I want to add another thing to Jamf. And JNUC, if you missed it, it's kind of been a popular thing. Jamf is diving like fully head into infra as a code with Terraform. You want to talk on this too? Yeah. If you haven't talked with Neil, by the way, about this, you should definitely talk to Neil about this because he's very excited to be like doing a lot of this on his side.
Yeah, so infrastructure as code and PSSO were the biggest topics at JNUC this year. And they were the two topics that, like, quite frankly, like our events team and other people that ran JNUC were like, oh, people aren't gonna be interested in this stuff. And they were like the most attended sessions. So my team at Jamf, my boss Dan Cutterford, my coworker Ryan Legg, myself and others were really working on infrastructure as code, really just to make things a lot easier and simpler. A good example of that is today we're working on what we call modular onboarder for anybody who is looking to switch from Jamf Connect over to Platform SSO and make it really easy so you don't have to build out a config profile with a bunch of stuff. You just fill out 5 sections in a form, you throw in your Okta URL, some API credentials, and boom, it'll Terraform it for you. So those are some cool things we're working on. I also just wanted to get a quick raise of hands in the group.
Just hands, nothing else.
So we're going to be doing the Jamf Nation roadshows coming up in the spring. My team specifically is looking to do some micro events that are not a replacement to a user group like this, but more or less just a agnostic learning session for people to learn about stuff like Platform SSO, infrastructure as code, things like that like you don't want to wait necessarily for JNUC for, but we may not necessarily have time at an event like this to fully dive into it. So I just want to get a quick raise of hands, and anybody online, feel free to reach out to me on Slack if you're interested. BERRAD is my Slack handle. Would you be interested if we had a space like this where we had a half-day event where it was a hands-on workshop? Again, you don't have to be using Jamf, but it was essentially to teach you about the concepts like infrastructure as code, Platform SSO.
Lots of hands, lots of feet.
Those in New York.
Okay. Yeah. So okay, cool. So probably January or February, we'll be having one of them around here. So I'll let everybody know.
Around here or around here meeting people?
No, around here meeting Philadelphia. So we're looking to do we're piloting it in 3 weeks in I think it's Akron, Ohio, or something like that, where my one coworker's at.
Akron.
And then we want to kind of have these micro events like all over the country, just to get people if you couldn't go to JNUC or again you just don't have time to geek out on this stuff, just to get people a little bit excited. And we think if we offered it during the day and somebody went to their boss and was like, hey, Jamf's having this cool free training session, we think it would be actually a really good time. So yeah, so I'm glad people are interested in that. More information to come. I'll definitely share that with John and Serge and everybody else. I'll make sure it's posted in Slack, but we'll probably wind up having it here because it's a really nice classroom.
It's a big spot.
So cool.
Awesome.
So many people.
But yes, my coworker Ryan Legg, I'll post a link actually in the Philly Slack channel. Ryan wrote up on our trusted.jamf.com a really good article for anybody who's brand new to infrastructure as code and Terraform. If you're what the heck is what's yeah, if you have no concept of it, go check out this article. There's some really good stuff on there. So but yeah, I'd say if you were not able to attend JNUC this year, the 2 biggest things at JNUC were Platform SSO and infrastructure as code. And just in having conversations with a lot of my accounts, if you're not exploring infrastructure as code, you probably should. Because somebody in your org, like a director or a manager, they're going to hear about that and they're going to be like, why aren't you doing that?
Not get off on a tangent, but when I was talking to Matt Blatchett a couple of weeks ago, one of the things I told him is we definitely push infrastructure as code heavily, because that's going to be a big distinguisher between Jamf Pro and Intune.
Yes.
You can't do infrastructure as code with Intune. I don't think everything you can do in Intune is available by the REST
Right.
API either.
Yeah.
So,
Which is,
you get everybody on infrastructure as code for the JF Pro, especially large organizations, that will probably be an incentive to keep people on
Yeah.
JF Pro.
And-
No, that's a really good point, Serge.
and we had, and we, in, you know, at JNUC, Vanguard was there showing off some of the stuff they
Yeah,
did with
yeah.
Terraform. So Vanguard has been doing, you know, local shout out, right? So they
Yeah.
have been doing some cool stuff with it, so.
Yeah.
And again, like I said,
If you search for Intune and infrastructure as code, you find stuff about use PowerShell.
Yeah,
yes,
It makes a lot of PowerShell.
Yeah.
yes.
PowerShell's cool, but
Yeah.
Basically doing your own thing.
Like there's no Terraform module for Intune.
Yeah.
Period.
they have it for Azure though.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of really good resources out there for Terraform and Jamf, and if you ever gone to trusted.jamf.com, it's a microsite that my other boss,
Yep.
Matt Vlasak, stood up.
Yeah.
And it's really easy for us to get content on there. It doesn't have to go through marketing approvals and stuff like that. So that's why we have jamf.it/PSSO for all the PSSO stuff. That's why we have the link that I'll share in the Slack channel about the Terraform stuff. So we're really trying to like get that stuff out there for y'all to make sure that like you could experience it and play around with it.
It's like
Yep.
Ansible.
Yeah,
Yep,
Yes.
but
Okay.
yeah,
same idea.
Ansible, but different.
yeah.
Well, YAML, writing YAML is not fun.
We also, I just wanted to,
Is a lot easier than writing Excel.
I just wanted to gauge interest too. So for like this workshop idea that we have, you mentioned like Vanguard has been using this. Would it be beneficial for part of that session to be a customer like Vanguard or someone else telling about how it helped them for 30 or 45 minutes?
Yes.
Is anyone using it now in this room?
Vanguard, well,
Well,
No, in this room.
not yet.
not hands-on.
Not for this.
Yeah,
I mean, not for this, yeah, but
yeah.
It's on my goals
Do-
for next year.
Okay, cool. So we'll have a little workshop coming up here in a month or two.
I think we have a
and-
question
Yeah.
in the room.
We're happy to be the room because some people may not be able to get to the city.
Yeah, yeah.
So that
We're-
works out better.
That would be fantastic. We would love that.
Yep.
So
So
cool. We'll be in touch. Awesome. Okay, I will let John get back to things.
No, you're good. You'll be back up. Don't worry. Also, if you haven't, there's a couple rooms in Slack on the Macadmin Slack for the Terraform provider. There's two of them, I think. There's the Jamf Terraform provider, and then there's like the Jamf Platform SSO one. And like I said, Neil Martin has several blogs that he's been doing and posts and stuff that he's been doing to get people. So definitely check it out. If you're not keen on Terraform or infra as code, look into it. You should be.
And Scott Blake also just wrote a blog series.
That's who it was. Scott Blake is doing his little series on how to do Terraform. So,
Oh, right, 'cause he's got the auto package.
yep.
I also need to.
More important item of interest is Apple announced the iPhone Pocket. So that's really, really, really important. Get them while they're hot. They are apparently selling out, I guess,
For
but
only one, I think they're like one.
$230 or something like
Oh,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some,
for a piece of 3D printed fabric.
Everybody's EPP store there.
Yes. We don't have it anymore. Another big one, if you haven't noticed, is Apple Care Info is now an ABM. So that's kind of cool. And there's a little how-to guide on how to get it from the API from Adam Ankovitz. So, which is kind of cool because if you don't have access to GSX and it takes 3 to 6 months to get access to GSX, this would be really good. It is still around. It is a pain in the ass. It took us literally 4 months to get access to it. It's now GSX 2, but it still looks the same
It takes 6 months to get on there?
for us.
Can?
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It took us when I worked at Lehigh. It took us maybe like 5
It's-
months.
if-
It's run by the Apple Care team, which is like a separate entity of itself. They run by their own rules. So
And-
it's really.
Part of the difficulty is if you don't like have a purchase account with them, and like some orgs don't purchase directly from Apple.
Like me.
Because you purchase from a reseller, they make it so if you want to do it, you have to sign up for like a line of credit. But then if you can get like a light GSX API access, which will allow basic access to it, and to connect your app to it, but it still takes forever because they have to go through all these legal processes. It is a pain to get. So this is actually a really cool info.
Self-servicing provider, and that's how we run
Yep.
it.
So a lot of places end up doing that. Like if they fix their own computers or if they have their own ability to do that, you get access to it immediately, but it still kind of
Hopefully
sucks.
we just send it off to the team.
Yep.
You get paid for that?
You can if you do enough
Okay.
repairs.
It's not that it matters, I just
Yeah.
was curious.
We don't do enough, and that's the other
Yep.
thing about GSX is that you have to use, if you don't have a credit card, good luck paying.
Yep. Yep. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
Because they won't, yeah,
This-
credit card or purchase order, and in order to get the purchase order, you have to use their system.
Yeah, and-
they won't use yours.
And this is the like crazy thing, like that, like why is this still so archaic from Apple? And every SE and everybody I talk to at Apple that I work with on the technical side is basically just like, we don't know. I'm sorry.
I only have 3 MacBook Pros break on in 8 years.
Yeah.
So it's not like there's a lot.
Yeah.
That I have to get fixed.
It's pretty awesome though that they put that in.
It is. It's actually really awesome, and because there's going to be a lot of people. There's going to be a lot of things you can post that in now without GSX. It's just going to be really good. And then the last thing, I don't have a link for it, but the Macamins Foundation is going to have our end of year drive. We did one last year where we did like a holiday drive and a Giving Tuesday thing and stuff like that. This year we're going to have a little something more for Giving Tuesday week, but we're going to have a post on that soon. We're hoping to have a nice announcement in terms of possible corporate matching, things like that. So we're gonna, so keep watch of that in the Slack and on the macamins.org
Do you,
channel.
do you guys participate like in like with like Benivity?
We do.
You do?
Yep, we actually Jamf actually has the Jamf Nation Giving Fund, I think it's
Yeah,
called.
yeah.
We do get we do get some of that from them, and yeah, we work with Jenny and Joanna and on that stuff, and
Okay,
there's
cool.
other people that we talk with. So we have Benevity, we have Deed, and I think that's it. And Home Depot has their own thing. I
Because
think,
right
too.
now, so the reason I brought that up is like right now, not just Jamf, but like other organizations, people are using up their VTO, and some organizations provide money
Yep.
to use up
And
by the end of the year. So
Part of that is going to be in this end of year drive. We're going to send emails out to everybody. So even if you're not a member, if I've ever scanned your information at a conference, or if you've ever done anything, purchased a shirt from us, you're going to get an email.
Now, is the mentorship program?
The mentorship program is going to start in February, I think, January, February. Reach out to Rebecca Latimer if you're interested. But we are using a real. We grew up. We're using a real platform for it instead of like a Google Think or a Google Doc or whatever. We're using a Mentor Loop, I think, is what we're going to use. So keep an eye out for that, because we've been getting a lot of asks for that. It was a super successful program for the pilot, and we're just really excited to open it up for everybody else.
On the website?
It will be. If you go to the website and go to the mentorship thing, I think there's just a thing that says it'll start out next year, but definitely reach out to Rebecca Latimer if you have any questions, or just go into the Macamins Foundation channel and scream, I need mentorship stuff help, and somebody will reach out to you. Whee! So, everybody in this room, if you're not signed up for it, sign up for it, please. Fleet is presenting a GitOps workshop, a free GitOps workshop, on December 3rd, 1 to 5, Rutgers, Camden. It's free. Did I mention it's free? Please scan the QR code, or just use that little link there, or go into the Philly Slack channel and you'll find it in there. Or,
Spaces left.
what's that?
There's only 5.
There's only 5 spaces left. Holy cow. So yeah, definitely sign up if you're not. It is free. I just can't shout that enough. It is a hands-on workshop, and afterward they'll take us out for like a beverage or so at a local bar there.
And
So
make sure you check your email. Make sure you check your email, because I actually just checked it today, and it was like, hey, we need another piece of information from you. So
oh really?
Yeah, so make sure you check your email.
Okay.
Because I would have never seen that.
There you go. So yeah, please. Fleet has offered to do this because we were able to tell them that we were able to give them space. Well, not we, the Philly Macamins, but like a Philly Macamins member, Dennis, was able to give space at Rutgers, and we were able to mention that we have a built-in user base here, essentially, that would attend. So they wanted to do one here because they did one in New York before, and they're doing another one in New York, I think, in December. So if you can't do this one, do one in New York. If you miss it, I think they do that at the Apple office there. But if this one goes successfully, they'll continue doing here. We already have a person that's local. We have 2 people that are local that work at Fleet. So we have Brock, who everybody's met here, and Kitsy. Kitsy is also local, if you don't know that. Kitsy works for Fleet. So,
Dave Cedar just started it.
Is that recent?
yes, he did. He left AWS, right? Who, Kitsy?
Yeah.
Kitsy's been there for a couple months now, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know Dave just,
Just
Yep.
started.
So,
And there was somebody else from Pennsylvania that just migrated 50,000 devices.
Wes, I should have worn my shirt.
I chickened out. I was gonna wear my shirt, and then I wore my.
I just noticed you're wearing the macadamia shirt. Yes, wonderful. I do have stickers.
Is Wes from the area?
But yes, please register for this. A lot of conference stuff. All of these conferences have their videos posted now. Yay. Jamf did it last week, I think, and then all the rest of them have been up. And then Macaduck's registration is open because it's early this year, I think. It's in March or something like that. It's pretty early. They're doing registration, and they're also still looking for people for their demo stage. So if you want to do something,
London or is that?
it's in Brighton, yeah, which is outside of London. But it is apparently a great conference. It's very small. I've never been, but I'm hoping to go next year. But it is very small, but it is apparently a really good conference. And if you are somebody that is interested in going and maybe your organization won't pay for you, or you are underemployed or unemployed, keep watch of, again, the Macamins Foundation info, because last year we sent two people to Macaduck. And we give you a block grant and a free ticket, and you can go to Macaduck. And just look for that. It's a very, very, very easy application, and we don't get a lot of people, so you'll have a good chance. And well, not last, but almost last, thank you very much to Jamf for hosting us in this WeWork. Bringing the food, bringing the beer. Thank you, Adam, for coming and doing this. We really appreciate it, as usual. It feels like old times back in the Apple store where Jamf used to just be like, hey, we're just going to throw a bunch of pizza and stuff in
Yeah,
there.
really, the
So.
primo hoagies especially.
Yeah. So it feels good. So.
Yeah, no, honestly, anytime
Yep.
that we could offer up space for y'all, we're more than happy to.
Much better than online.
And speaking of Jamf, there we go. We got some platform SSO updates with Adam Derrick, Solutions Engineer at Jamf. So do you want to hop in over here?
Yeah.
Cool. Whoop. There you go.
Adam was on Rocket Band's podcast.
Who was it? Oh, Adam, yeah.
I was.
I was going to say, which Adam?
I was, and we broke the record apparently for
Yeah.
For what?
For the amount of attendees
Oh, wow.
that showed up.
That's awesome.
I was afraid it was gonna crash.
Probably not as many attendees as tonight, right?
Yeah, again,
No.
camera people, you can't see. Oh, I have to stop my recording now. For those on the thing, I'm going to stop my recording, and Mike can edit it or something like. I'm stopping this recording.
Oh, but I'm gonna keep